Session 5 of day 1 of the 2026 Australian Indoor Championships, and we have an absolute crack of a match on our hands between Samantha Atkinson and Olivia Cartwright, both from Victoria, although Samantha Atkinson's wearing a Club Marucci top. She recently signed with them for their upcoming season, but this should be a cracking game. They've played each other a few times in the qualifying stages of this tournament, and we'll get through those results in a second, but I'm looking forward to this one. My name is Connor Munnings, and once again, for the fourth time today, I'm joined by Matt Lucas. Welcome along, Matt.
Thank you, Connor. Yes, we're gonna get to know each other even better than we already do. Yeah, spending some time together in the commentary box, but as you said and alluded to in your intro there, yeah, this is befitting of a final. This matchup, Sammy Atkinson and Olivia Cartwright, very accomplished players.
Yeah, when I went through the draw, looking at what games were streaming, this one stood out to me, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a good match. I just have a feeling about this one. Both very good games. Samantha Atkinson, she won the event in 2023 and then went on to win a gold medal in the indoor mixed pairs with Ray Pierce, so she knows these greens quite well. And Olivia Cartwright, she's played in this event many times. Last year, I think she made it to the quarters or semis. I need to check on that. But she's a very good bowler. We know the form she has been in last year has been superb. So Olivia Cartwright, she's going to get us underway. She's using XGs, and it's a short end to start with.
Yeah, and Sammy using some aerodynamics. The pink and blue, what did they call that? Quadrant bowls or something like that?
Your quadrant, yeah.
Olivia with the Henselite Dreamline XGs. Probably going to be taking just a little bit more grass or carpet, I should say.
It's a pretty good start from the Jackaroo. We've had some good games so far this 2026 Australian Open. Ben Twist and Cameron Wilson. Lan Lim and Deb Saunders. Lan, she was very much an entertainer, especially in that first set. It was Deb Saunders that got the win in the end, and then Cody Marshall and Kaylin Huella. Cody Marshall showing why he's a star on the rise.
Yeah, I think probably the most entertaining set so far has been Lan Lim. Her opening set was quite something. Deb Saunders, there was conversion after conversion after conversion, and but yeah, Cody Marshall probably been the pick on that rink so far in terms of his consistency and drawing, and a couple of little nice conversions as well.
So as mentioned, both from Victoria. Samantha Atkinson representing Newborough, where she was playing when she qualified for this event. Played a couple of clubs, so she's wearing a Club Marucci shirt at the moment. She signed up with them just recently, I remember seeing on socials.
Yeah, for Queensland Premier League coming up in a couple of weeks, pretty much. Not this coming weekend, the week following. So, yeah, that kicks off shortly, and there's a lot of anticipation around that event as well.
Club Marucci, they've signed well. I've just been seeing a new signing every day.
Yeah, Matty O'Brien, was it?
Yeah, Matty O'Brien. He's playing against Jack McShane out there. There's a few others as well.
Yeah, I'd sort of heard some. Well, I don't pay a lot of attention to rumours or anything like that, but I did hear somebody say that Marucci weren't all too keen on getting some marquee players, and they were going to try and go homegrown. But the next minute, I saw 3 or 4 social media posts with welcome Sammy, welcome Matt, and I thought, yeah, the old rumour file.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look. Where's the signed up? I've never seen a few names. So Sam Atkinson currently holding shot, looking at a second.
Not quite getting there. Well, Olivia's got a chance to potentially trail the jack down here on her backhand, so she's got an opportunity. A couple of good bowls in waiting.
Tyson Wilson was the other one.
Yes, he was.
Australian Open singles runner-up this year. Olivia Cartwright just pulls up short and misses the line slightly. Good opportunity for Sammy. Currently holding one. Can she add a second to get her indoors campaign underway? She's been in good form. Won the Victorian indoor singles, I think, last weekend. Sammy Atkinson.
Yeah, asking this to run on a little bit. I think she's just going to come up shy. Still a nice track. Oh, she might have squeezed in. She likes it for two. Olivia's not going to give it up without a measure. So,
could be hallelujah over the PA system.
Oh,
As we
bit of Jeff Buckley right in the fields, eh?
I was saying it's a bit church-like in here with how quiet we need to be. I'm feeling extra quiet right at the moment. I don't know who's DJ, but we might need to
Liven it up a little bit.
Spice things up.
Yeah.
Probably Wayne Turley need to.
So that was 2 to Samantha. She was pretty keen on it being 2, but Olivia wanting the measure, so measure decides it was 2, and we've started this first set 2-zip to Sammy Atkinson.
So these two recently met in the Berwick qualifying quarterfinal event for this tournament, and it was Sam Atkinson that won that. So she is in good form, and history tells us that she would be the favourite at the moment if you had gone for history. Olivia Cartwright, she's a jackaroo for a reason. Very talented player. Runner-up in the Australian Open singles last year. Went down to Dawn Heyman.
Nearly making her way up to Jack High with that one. It's hard to commentate while we're trying to listen to Jeff Buckley in the background as well.
Beautiful vocals.
Try and sing this one in the shower. Get the dogs howling around the neighbourhood.
There's a lot of versions of the song, but I think this is my favourite.
Oh, definitely. Yep. Nice shot coming in from Olivia.
Yeah, she just made that slight correction.
It might sort of look a little bit more enticing for Sam to jump over onto the backhand, give it a little chance, land on the bowls, touch the jack, or get a good bowl past. She's definitely making that switch. Just not quite committing to that one.
Yeah, she has a couple of sit-ons, so she can play up through it. Olivia Cartwright, she was looking to change it, remove that shelf and move the jack. Change something up.
Yeah, you almost don't want to get too close here. You don't want to sort of close that gap. Right now it just looks like just a bit of a tough sort of draw shot for Sam. So another bowl that just nestles in there, that's fine. Yep, doesn't create a bowl jack target or anything. Sam's going to come up and have a little look.
Probably makes the angles even worse. Before it was a good kind of double edge. I don't want to say double wick.
Yep.
Wick's a dirty word, but now it's just the one wick, so it's a bit harder to get to.
And this is sometimes whether you've really got to be committed to drawing this, and sometimes you might just be better off just trying to whack the jack into the ditch. You know, it's if it looks a bit too difficult or you're not quite feeling it.
Yeah, I was thinking she could have come the forehand, played a bit of wake at the jack. If she goes under and sits, lives bowls, that was on. But she's not far away. Sam Atkinson, just in a bit of high line. So it's going to be 2 to Olivia Cartwright. She's got 1 bowl to come.
Still 3.
Still 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, hindsight's obviously a beautiful thing, but yeah, sometimes you put your ears back and get that jack in the ditch. It can be just as much a dagger as that front draw shot.
Mm.
I know it might seem a little bit cowboy, but if it's early days. You're 2 in front already. You almost concede that if you miss, you're going to do a 4, and sort of so be it. I'm probably not going to get a lot of people agreeing with me on that one, but either way, she's done a 4 on the second end. Olivia Cartwright, great draw shot.
Olivia Cartwright gets her Australian indoors underway with what we think's 4. Sam Atkinson just confirming. And a 4 it is. So 2-4 in favour of Olivia Cartwright after 2 ends. It's a great way to start the match. You drop a 2, but then you pick up a 4 straight after. Give you a lot of confidence for the rest of the match. When you can bounce back like that.
Yeah, well, played really 4 beautifully weighted bowls. Particularly that last one, changing a hand onto the forehand. Hadn't really played a bowl out there yet. It's a handy little start. Sam just wriggling past. We saw this in the last game as well. A couple of short bowls, and you start to think that you've just got to add that little bit more. And as soon as you try and add that little bit more, you tend to sort of slip through. Green speed should be sneaking up towards 15 seconds. We see another one just slip through from Sammy.
players just scratching around at the moment. It's probably the best way to describe it. Just trying to find that combination of grass and weight. Like Liv's nailed the grass there, 3 balls in the line. Just looking to refine a weight a little bit.
This one looks a little closer from Sam.
Yeah, it's better than Sammy. So, second shot.
Yeah, it sets up a nice little
Yeah.
option with their last bowl.
And just to confirm, got one more session after this, 6 p.m. It's a bit of a late one. It's been a long day. We didn't know who it was going to be. It was going to be round of 16 in the men's singles, but we know it's going to be Travis Moran versus Nick Carl now.
Yeah,
great game.
Yeah, that'll be a good game to watch. I won't just be watching it. I'll be talking about it.
You'll be talking about it.
Yep.
And your potential opponents, Matty, you need to watch it, analyse it. As Liv draws the absolute.
Wow.
Very good.
That's a very good shot. Great position as well. So what can Sam do with their last bowl? Coming off the back of dropping a 4, you don't really want to compound that into 6 in 2 ends. She's lying that at the moment. Well, if she's got the carry, I think her track's pretty good. It's just holding off.
It's going to be a 2 to Liv Cartwright. So 2 ends in a row. Takes it a 6-2 in front after 3 ends.
Yeah, so a fast start now from Olivia after dropping a 2 with the first end. Run rate's up.
Yeah. The format. 2 sets of 9 ends. 3 and tiebreak if required. And it is knockout. So it doesn't matter about shots. It doesn't matter how many sets you win. It's just knockout.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of games already where we've not needed to play the last end in the first set or the last couple of ends in the first set, and players sort of looking around for confirmation. Of course, in the sectional stages, those margins and net sets and all that sort of stuff come into it. But
definitely,
when it's a straight knockout, it don't matter.
Yeah, well, you see like events like the BPL Cup where net set points and shots come into it. Imagine if we were playing full ends, 9 end sets plus tiebreak every game. Wouldn't get a rest.
No, you wouldn't.
Hardly get a rest now.
So we saw a little bit of a late finish on young Reese Finn Young's rink playing Tristoolan. They went to a tiebreak, and Reese Finn Young getting over the line.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't catch the end of that. But it looked like a good game.
So Olivia definitely finding this draw. Wait just a little bit quicker here than Sammy.
Good coverage behind. Can Sammy Atkinson conjure up? Looking to sit the bowl, and she's on a pretty good track, and the weight's pretty good as well, and it just ran through, but it is enough for shots. So it's one Samantha Atkinson, and they've finished in a pretty good home. It's not the easiest to get to for Liv. She's still got a shot in the backhand. She can tip hers over, sit Sam's bowl, but it's not the easiest to get to. It's on a good track. Olivia Cartwright gets the bowl clean. Oh, what a bowl. And that's back to holding 3. That wasn't easy to get at, but it was for Olivia Cartwright.
Yeah, you could hear her just urging it to hurry up and get to the bowl. She wanted to move it far enough to make the 3, and sure enough, that doesn't look all that inviting for Sam.
No, she just needs to repeat her last bowl.
Well,
she has repeated her last bowl, and Sam Atkinson, that's a pressure bowl. 3 down, would have been facing 9 to down to 4 ends, but it is 1 to Sammy Atkinson, and she closes in on that gap. 3-6 in favour of Olivia Cartwright after 4 ends.
That's a real clutch draw shot, that one.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, that's, it's almost, I don't want to say set over, but it's a long road back. 9-2 down. Could that be the turning point for the set for Sam Atkinson? Last 2 shots within inches of the jack. Send her on her way for the rest of this set.
It's a good start from Sammy Atkinson. Liv Cartwright, uncharacteristically dropping a couple of metres short.
Yeah, Sam obviously opting for a longer length. Looking for this to just run on a little bit. It's counting, but it's probably a metre short. Last one. Olivia changing to the backhand. She's made a little correction, but yeah, not quite enough. So still 2 here to Sam. Should be looking to just close this down a little bit. Work off the inside of her own. Touch the jack. Try and make it a bit more difficult for Olivia to arrest this head. Sam's chasing it down. Just wants it to work. Just wants it to work. Right down to the jack.
Pretty good.
Oh, it's a great shot. It actually turned too much in the end.
It does frame it nicely for Olivia Cartwright, though. A few other games going on. As you can see, the scores on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, you've done well there. Were they coming up before?
Yep, been coming up all day.
Right. See how much attention I'm paying to that sort of stuff.
So, Liv's just fallen a bit short, so she's struggling to find a weight in these longer ends, and Sam would definitely be paying attention to that. She's holding 3 at the moment, with a chance out of 4th. That Boslink can do magical things, Maddie. It helps us, rather than getting binoculars out and looking at every scoreboard, just plug in some code and gives us it to us automatically.
Okay, this looks like it's on a pretty fair track as well. Well,
and moving the jack would be very good.
Oh yeah, right on top of this.
That's very good from Sammy Atkinson.
That's crazy good.
Oh, I think we know what length she'll be playing this game.
Well, this is Fort Knox. If you're looking at this from Olivia Cartwright's position, finding a way to get the shot out of this is very, very hard. I think we're trying to look for a reduction, if anything.
Bit of damage control.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say is don't aim for the gap, because every time you aim for the gap, you actually get it. Aim for a sticker on a bowl or the what are they, dynamics? Aim for the D on the dynamic.
Quick weight. She's not far off, and she's got it too.
Shot. It's a great shot.
Didn't even move the jack.
I think she hit the D on the dynamic.
Yeah. She heard you, Maddie. So it's a good reduction because it's only going to be a 2. So 2 shots of Sammy Atkinson and 6-5 in favour of Olivia Cartwright after 5 ends. So sticking to the long ends for Sammy Atkinson, which we expected after she bowled 4 beautiful bowls. And we saw Olivia Cartwright, she struggled to find her weight. Once again, a great start. Quick start from Olivia Cartwright. After dropping the first 10, she picked up a maximum, then a 2, taking to a 6-2 lead. But Olivia Cartwright heaping the pressure on these last 2 ends. I mean, Sammy Atkinson, sorry. Thank you to everyone that's watching on Ringside Live on YouTube. Got a Wimborne in Dorset in England, Graham White. Be early morning, wouldn't it?
Is it 9 hours? 9 hours different?
Got Andrea watching from the Fox and Goose in Parracombe in England as well. I think I know who that is.
The Fox and Goose. Yeah, there's some wonderful pub names over there, isn't there?
Yep. Olivia Cartwright just hanging out wide. It's a good effort.
The pub I worked at in England was a boring name. It was the Castle.
Boring.
But around the corner was the Slug and Lettuce.
Slug and Lettuce.
And then the other corner was the Rat and Parrot.
I get the Slug and Lettuce. I don't get the Rat and Parrot.
The Rat and Parrot, yeah. Who knows?
I'd get like the Rat and Pigeons. It's like aren't pigeons rats with wings? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Martins Ulhutter from Hopetown in South Africa. All over the world. 7:27 a.m. in England. I've got confirmation.
Was that right? 9 hours?
Uh,
Thereabouts. 10 hours maybe.
4:28 here.
Yeah.
Olivia Cartwright doesn't like this one. He's tightened up a line a little. It's going to duck away.
Well, Sam Atkinson has turned this set on its head after a fast, well, what you say is a fast start.
Yeah. Well,
Olivia's still with one bowl to rectify the situation here, but lying 2 down, Sam heading to the mat, looking to add a third.
these longer ends. Sam's really dialed in.
Yeah, she was definitely scratching around for a bit of weight control early, but sometimes taking it a little bit longer and it makes sure you get through your action. Next thing, everything starts moving nicely. Find your timing, find your rhythm, and away you go. And Sam running up the green, asking it to sort of stay and hold and not turn too much. She's going to get to her own bowl and drop in beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That is
It's going to be 3.
a cherry tree. 3. Never heard that one, Connor?
I have not.
Cherry tree, yeah, 3.
It's like a bingo term. I know that he's like legs 11 in bingo and...
Yeah, what do you do for 4? The old timers used to say Dorothy Lamour, an old actress.
Okay.
Snakes Alive for 5.
Yep. I've heard that one.
It's either that or the new age boys usually say John Cena.
Haven't heard that one. Oh. Yeah.
5 fingers in front of the face.
Yeah.
All right. What can Olivia do with her last bowl?
She turned away pretty quickly. If you can hold on, it's not far away. Just needs to get around the front and just misses the jack.
Me. A little wry smile from Olivia, turning into a grimace in the end, really.
I think she knew it wasn't going to hold on. So it's going to be 3 to Sammy Atkinson. And just like that, as you mentioned, Matt, the set's turned on its head because it's now 8-6 for Sammy Atkinson after being 6-2 behind. And it did look like Liv was getting the ascendancy early, but these longer ends, Sam Atkinson's really dialed in.
Well, could we see a third momentum swing in this set? Or will we just see Sammy keep marching on her merry way? 3 ends to play. Still plenty of time left in the set.
Got one of your club mates watching on, hey Lucas, Luke Turner.
Luke Turner. Well, I was quick to nickname Luke the Pulse when he first turned up to the club.
The Pulse?
Oh, he knew everything about everybody, Luke did.
Yeah. Sounds like Luke.
And then I called him out on a few things that he told me as I was taking as gospel. I said, hang on, that's not right. I was there. That didn't happen. So I said, I'm taking away the nickname, the Pulse, off you. I think we'll just call you the D-Fib.
D-Fib.
Good young fella, Luke. Puts in a mountain of work. He's going really well. He's fitting in well at Club Helensvale. Likes a bit of a sing on karaoke as well.
Does he now?
Yep. We had a Pennant launch night a few weeks back, just before Pennant. Funny that, but yeah, and had a bit of karaoke after all the formalities, and yeah, Luke got up there and kicked things off. Bit of K-San or something like that.
I was going to ask what was his go-to.
Yeah, he can do a bit. He goes pretty good. He's still the second best singer in his relationship, though. His partner got up there and belted out a bit of Lady Gaga, and we all sort of dropped our jaws. And yep, she goes pretty good. She sings well.
Olivia Cartwright. I'd say that's nearly probably her first bowl. She's really found on this length, and it's what she needed because Sam Atkinson was really heaping under pressure.
Yeah, you're dead right. This T-to-T length. We saw it in the other match as well with Deb Saunders. She took the Jack, Matt and Jack T-to-T. I think she won the second set 13-1 from memory, wasn't it? Yep. With a couple of ends to play.
Yeah, there's 2 ends left. Of a land limb.
So definitely, if you can find it, can score quickly.
Cartwright just pulls up short. Holding shot, but it's a lonely bowl in there. Sam Atkinson with what looks like 3 seconds from our point of view. There's an option here to come down the forehand. She can find the sit and Liv's bowl. She can make a good number.
She's played all her bowls down the backhand side here so far this end, hasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah. I wonder if she'll change or not. No, it looks like she's going to stick to the backhand side. Sometimes it's 6 and 1, half dozen the other. It might be better the devil you know down on the backhand side. Try and run into the jack.
Bit of game awareness as well. She's got a lead at the moment. She doesn't need to play anything too aggressive or rash at the moment.
Yeah, but as you say, I'd be hell-bent on trying to convert this because you're commanding the game on this length. See, pretty good weight, just a smidgen high. Pretty good attempt, really. So, yeah, you don't, as much as it's okay, you think it's okay to drop a 1, you're really trying to press the advantage that you've made with this change in length. Now, Olivia going to try and square things up. Their last, get the free throw.
She's not far away, just needs to settle, and it's just going to run through. So it'll be 1 to Olivia Cartwright. Yep, 1. So she regained the mat and takes the score to 8-7 in favour of Samantha Atkinson. After 7 ends, so 2 ends of play in the set. And as expected, Matt's come up for Liv and Jack about a metre off the tee.
Yeah, maybe a bit more.
Bit more.
Yeah.
Good metre. So shortening the end up. Going back to the length she was dominating on earlier.
And look at that, her first bowl, a front toucher.
Yep.
So, really important moment in the game for her to hold on and get that one last end. Get the game back to her preferred length. And again, Sam Atkinson just coming up short with her first attempt.
Once again, good weight from Liv Cartwright. Jack height. Samantha Atkinson just asking a few questions about where's the jack in relation to the bowl, how far behind. It's all vital information.
Yeah, so trying to paint the picture of whether it's a drawing, if it's drawable, if it's going to pop, you know, a certain distance if she runs into it, or is she just going to turn the bowl up and sort of the jack stick around? It's really those sort of questions. You're generally trying to work out what kind of weight you want to play at it. I did a group coaching session out at St. Lucia Bowling Club yesterday.
St. Lucia?
Yes.
Where's that?
Just up by Brisbane.
Sam Atkinson.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, she's going to get a bit unlucky and drop out, but, well, she's created a shot, yeah.
That's why she needed all that information. Yeah, it changes things. Sam Atkinson as well, set up for Liv Cartwright. Sorry, Matt, where was St. Lucia?
So just up sort of north side of Brizzy.
Okay.
Basically in Brisbane. Yeah, and I remember saying the only silly question is the question you don't ask. And so get as much information as you can, particularly when you're playing a game. And as we see, Olivia drop in there for a second. Sam wants to come up and have a look and put her eyes right on this and work out all the angles and permutations. Should she think about playing some weight at that?
And you were saying St. Lucia, I thought you meant like Barbados or where?
It can't be far away from the water, but yeah, they had a group of about 15 or 16 out there, and very keen, attentive members. Beautiful club too, an old sort of Queenslander looking club.
Yeah.
Members I sort of mentioned to them as well. I've been out there a couple of times, and really well maintained, volunteer based club. They look after the place. They're very proud of it. So, university next door, they had a barefoot function basically straight after the session. As we see Sammy, this one on the forehand, looking for the jack, I think.
She's following
Trying
it.
to get it to turn. He's trying.
Oh, has the jack gone far enough?
Don't know.
We'll have to wait for confirmation from our marker. That's a great effort.
I think she's holding shot. She is.
Just won the red.
Shot. Wow, great conversion.
Just got it.
Yeah, just far enough. It ran just far enough. urging it the whole way to just buckle and turn a little bit more. She really wanted to get right on the front of it, but so considering some options here for Olivia, what's she going to play? She's sort of looking at perhaps even removing that bowl, but geez, it'll leave a lot of room for Sam to draw the shot with their last. But, you know, funny things happen.
It's hard to get to as well. She'd have to find that passage underneath Sam's shorter bowls.
Yeah, but I guess, you know, if she's looking at playing weight to try and remove Sam's bowl, she could probably play it sort of a bit more of a bendy, swingy weight.
Yep.
And potentially even promote her own bowl. So I think she's going to, she's lining up on the backhand, so it should be just a draw shot. But I like the fact she was considering all those options as well.
Yeah.
Just needs this to turn and drop. If it drops, I think it's the shot.
I reckon so.
That'll do. Sam's going to double check with the fingers over the top. Just making sure it's only one. She'll get dizzy if she keeps doing that. Marker indicating a measure. Camera angles probably not doing that justice, but I feel like it's Olivia's.
Looks like Olivia from our view. I need to be confident in our calls. You've got them all day.
Well, I'm running pretty hot. I'm running 100%, I think. So Sammy's last bowl on its way down the backhand. Looks like it's pretty good weight.
Gets a little touch of the jack, takes the measure out as well, and it's just not going to run a jack, but it'll definitely be shot. I'll have a look for the second.
So big difference between a 1 and 2 or a 2 here. Oh.
I think it's just a 1 then.
Yeah.
So Sammy Atkinson extends a lead now 9-7 after 8 ends. So final end of the first set. A 2 required from Liv Cartwright to draw it, or 3 also works. A 4 also works as well.
So Sam straight back to near enough to full length. Oh, maybe meter and a half short of the tee with that roll, but definitely a longer jack roll. Alrighty. So Sam's first attempt just going about 6 or 8 feet through. Second attempt looks a little bit kinder for the speed. Dropping a jack high, and that'll be the shot for now. It's right on jack high. Olivia just making sure so she knows she can stay there, not really going to tip that bowl up for shot. Or any closer to the jack, I should say. Already shot. This one's running out of puff. Sammy asking the question about how far back Liv's back bowl was. 4 feet. And clearly just trying to beat that one.
She's covered it pretty well and counts, I reckon.
Well, this one looks like it's coming in.
Needs to settle.
Nicely. Going to hang on for the jack. No. It'll do for shot, though.
Having a look. Did it go too far?
Well, it's a bit harder to see from this end. I probably shouldn't be sticking my neck out on this one. You like the jack eye one, do you?
I was just looking at Sammy's shoes. Different shoes.
Oh, yeah. Well, times are tough, mate. A bit of a trendsetter, Sammy, eh? Although I think Marcus Sear might have been from WA.
Yeah.
He might have been the one to start that craze trend.
Same type of shoe, just different colours.
I think she's got another pair that's vice versa.
Yeah.
All right, let's straighten up. Big shot here. Sammy trying to get to this bowl that Olivia just played. Whether it's shot or not doesn't really matter. That's potentially going to get in the line if Olivia was going to try and trail the jack or draw another shot. She might have to change hands and look more to land on Sam's nearest bowl.
Favouring Sam's bowl just from how Liv's reacting to it. Mark is unsure, so it's a measure, but Liv's really studying this, and it makes me think that she's thinking maybe I can come underneath, sit Sam's bowl.
Well, I think either way, she's probably got to be a backhand shot now.
Yeah, it's backhand, but I think if she was confident she was holding, it would be just like a draw, and if she hits her own, she hits her own.
I think if it's so close that you can't really pick it, then you play it as if you're down, and I think you got to try and land this bowl. She's definitely after it. Trying a tightish line. She got enough to hold. Oh, it's just ducking away now. Yeah, definitely trying to land on that bowl and just slides underneath. So that'll be the first set.
So Sammy's already put the mat down.
Well, even if she drops a one, you
pick it back up.
Yeah. Well, she's won the first set though, hasn't she?
Oh, she has.
It goes off the set.
Yeah.
Yep.
Game awareness. Yeah.
No, I learned that lesson in the first game. So
yeah, so it is going to be one to Sam Atkinson. So 10-7, she wins the set, and will begin proceedings on set number 2.
I think if that was me, I'd have just given Olivia one there. If it was a measure, wouldn't have mattered. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
And not being smug or smart about it, I just want to keep the momentum going. I'll get the mat down.
Yep.
Get into this set and not try and sort of prolong it and give Olivia a chance to mentally sort of reset. I'd want to get the game going again.
Sam Atkinson, she's been very good on the long ends. He took a stranglehold on this game after taking a bit of time to find her weight. The first few ends, just really like these longer lengths.
Sammy, is it going to hold enough to get around that bowl?
Just needs to run.
Run now.
Get the legs.
That'll do. That'll do for shot.
About 3 feet short for Olivia Cartwright.
Well, that one kind of getting in Sam's way a little bit, so she's going to switch over and try and draw a shot on the backhand. There's still a little bit of room left. It's almost like first in, best dressed here. This one just trying to drop. Looks like 2.
Yeah, no target's the key thing for Sammy Atkinson here. Forces Liv just to dead draw it.
Yeah, there's still enough room to draw the shot. It's probably a good metre between the 2 shot bowls now, and there's not a lot of room left now. That's a great shot.
Well, Sam asked the question, and Liv replied. Nice comment from Carl Anderson saying Maddie Lucas with the voice of an angel.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We're very churchy today, aren't we? I feel like we've got to be quiet as church mouses to talk in here. Everything's a bit echoey, and we've got Hallelujah playing. We've got angels. Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
I didn't get any comments.
I'll give you a comment. You're on fire today. Intros and pushing buttons and up and down stairs. You're best on ground. Easy.
Yeah, we were situated at Club Tweed. We have to climb a ladder every time we come up to the commentary box and get a bit of a workout. Sammy just dropping at 3 feet short.
And of course, I'm not allowed to touch any of the equipment really, other than the mute button when I have to have a cough or something. But yeah, I'm not allowed to touch anything. I don't want to. It's a bit like doing the washing at home, you know. Oh. If you stuff it up once, you get Laura does it for the rest of. I know I chip in, do my bit where I can. She's probably rolling her eyes at home.
I don't dare touch the equipment once we start streaming. Just let it go. That's why I get so perplexed when sometimes it just randomly cuts out and I'm not touching anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, Liv Cartwright just trying to sit Sammy's bowl and just pass. So it's going to be 1 for Olivia Cartwright to start the second set. They can score to 1-0 after one end. Some scores, some other games going on. Jack McShane in action. Michael Stevenson really made a name for himself last year, make it to the semi-final, defeating Aaron Sheriff. Check out any of the scores at results.bowlslink.com.au or the Bowlslink app.
Yeah, the Bowlslink app, it's been a little bit of an evolution, hasn't it? It's always evolving, and I really like the way it performs now with your own particular games you're playing.
Yep.
It's a really good feature.
Yep, Aaron Delaport.
Especially for people like me who are sometimes a little bit lax at putting things in the calendar. Go ahead, open up the app, and it'll tell you exactly where you should be, who you're playing, what you should be wearing. Maybe not what you should be wearing, but...
Yeah, Aaron Delaport and Alex Renzella do a great job with the Bowlslink app. As you said, evolving all the time, new updates. I think I got an email the other day with a few updates. I don't really understand that type of jargon, but there's some updates. Big Cartwright just drifting through. Game seems to have, I know it's only the start of the second set, but after breakneck speed to begin with, where fours have been scored, threes have been scored, it seems like it's settled a bit, slowed down.
Mighty effort from Sam. Yeah, both players starting to...
Found a rhythm.
Yeah, yep. Asking a few questions and being sure, being decisive. Make better decisions. Get better results.
Yeah. I think it's the closer draws as well, especially the first and second bowl.
So, Olivia kind of needs another one in and around this.
Urging it on. It's not going to reach.
Yeah, you can see Sam, she was probably eyeing off that forehand, land on the bowl, flick the jack over to her other one over there and waiting in the wing. She's got quite a tight line there for her. I think if she's going to be able to get that. She's got to be just missing Olivia's last bowl with the exact weight to be able to let it bend.
It's difficult angles.
I don't know if you can get a view on it there, but you can see Sammy using the outside of the mat. It's a really good trick to try and get that little bit extra turn. Tell you what. Whoa, she's played an absolute cracker here. What a shot. That is out of this world good.
We'll have a look at that on the Tripadil replay because that was a shot and a half from Sam Atkinson.
She's pretty happy with it herself.
1 down to 3 up. He said it needed the right line, the right weight, and it had all of that.
Giving herself a good little clap as well. Sensational stuff. And I think, even more to the point, I mentioned she sort of moved herself right to the outside of the mat, so she really designed the way that turned into the head, and to see it come off is a good thing. It's exciting, and it gives you a heap of confidence.
Moving to the side of the mat and using the mat, what changes does that make with delivery and the grass of a bowl?
Yeah, right. This is probably where we do need the telestrator, mate, because it's all a little bit of angles, and a lot of it, the way I think about it is that a lot of it's relevant to where you're aiming. So if you continue to aim at the same spot but move more outside of the centre line, then you're going to see that bowl turn more, seemingly turn more, because you've changed the angle of your approach.
Yep.
If that makes sense. Yep. Obviously, if you're moving more inside of that centre line, then you're widening that angle, and then the bowl tends to want to stay out there a little bit longer. Might get a few.
Makes sense?
Yeah, does it? Okay.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Obviously, if you just maintain the angle that you're sending the bowl in the first place, if you just maintain that angle and move across on the mat, well, yeah, sure, your bowl's going to end up wider. But if you're aiming at the same spot, you should see a different result. And in Sammy's case there, she played it to perfection. I do explain that a fair bit when I do coaching with group sessions and one-on-ones and everything, and it's something that it's a bit of an oxymoron. If you think about it that way, you think, I'm going on the outside of the mat, so my bowl should end up wider. Not necessarily right if we're aiming at the same spot.
You're getting closer to where you're aiming technically as well.
Yeah.
Like it's only a slight change, but...
Yeah, it makes a difference, though. It magnifies, particularly on quick greens and, turny surfaces. You get a real sort of reaction out of being in that position. So, sort of a neutral position being starting with the bowl over the middle of the mat, and then obviously moving to your left or right for an inside or outside. I tend to send people a pictogram on it rather than try to use too many words. You can confuse it pretty quickly. Okay, Sam now just struggling to find that weight control again. Olivia's third bowl last end coming down this way was a front touch-up. This kind of length. She's pretty much repeated the dose here. Maybe a little bit of Nostradamus action from me. That was almost a carbon copy, but it's not quite a front toucher. It's a little under edge toucher, and it leaves a shot on. You can see there 2 bowls in waiting for Sam.
Well, she'd be brimming with confidence after her shot last end. And
okay, so if you were gonna set up for this shot, would you set up on the inside or the outside of the mat, or a neutral position on the mat?
I just probably got my neutral positioning. I wouldn't even really be trying to trail that far because she's sitting like 2 meters back, those 2 bowls.
So you can see Sammy's foot basically right in the middle of the mat. So she's sort of swinging slightly from the inside of the mat. I like that play because it takes a little bit of the bend out of the bowl, seemingly. This one's just been sent a little bit wide.
Yeah, I would have been just playing a draw because you are 3 down at the moment, and I would just look to cut it down if you draw a shot to bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have been. I think I would have been playing.
Same weight.
Yeah, I probably would have ended up playing that weight, but I probably would have been trying to play 3 feet. But
it does look tempting, but
yeah, I think I'd just err on the side of missing tight there. So when you miss wide, you don't really get anything. Whereas if you err on the side, or as Shannon McElroy, I love this bit of language he usually uses. He says faulty tight side. So miss on the faulty tight side so that you're running into a bowl or you're wicking off a bowl. As we see Olivia Cartwright play that toucher again. She might have done a little 1 in, 1 out. Yeah, just the 3, I think.
3's been kicked out by Sammy. And 3 it is. So 4-3 is the score after 3 ends.
It's been an interesting tussle. There's been some swings and of momentum and some really good converting shots and some cracking saving bowls as well. But I don't think you'd sort of, if you were either player, I don't think you'd feel overly confident that you're just going to run over the top and win this game. This is really up for grabs. It might just come down to one of those moments of brilliance, like Sammy's bowl up there on the last end, sneaking around.
Yeah, it's a good bowl. It just flopped behind the jack for Sammy Atkinson, finishing a good spot.
Oh, yeah, definitely bowls like that are going to stamp your authority on the game. So 4 ends gone. So it is 4-3. I know on the screen there you might be seeing a 3-1 score, but 4-3 Olivia's way. Sometimes it just takes a little while for that bowls link to update onto our program here. We see Sammy draw another shot. Creates a little bit of a target. A little bit of something to land on for Olivia on her backhand. She can draw up there with confidence, and any touch of the jack spilling out to the side. She's got a couple of nice bowls in waiting as well. Well, she'll be kicking herself. She hasn't reached with that one. Now, you won't hear me often say, a bowl short of the jack is a good bowl, but right here, if that just gets in the way, it's a pretty handy spot. I think she probably might have liked to be a little bit closer to the head, maybe even if you're counting and short of the jack there, it's good. But yeah, especially when you got last bowl, you know, if Olivia whacks this, that there's going to be plenty of room to draw a shot down on the respot. So try and make it hard for her now. Force her hand.
Yeah, it's a shot on for Olivia just to turn her own.
I think she'll be at this.
You had it?
Yeah.
Yep. Just lining up. She's got one out. It's nearly gone back up the green.
So you wouldn't think there's anything too crazy going on here with the last bowl from Sam. She'll just be backhand trying to draw around her own. Get the bonus. And take the lead. Been some good support for the players out here today.
Yeah, it's slowly ramping up as well. I guess close we get. People knocking off work and coming along. So 1 to Sammy Atkinson it is, and scores a level 4-all. Four ends left of this contest. As we're going to a tiebreak, Sam Atkinson won the first set 10-7. 9 ends we play, and 3-end tiebreaker if required. This jack might be in the pit, and it is, so Liv Cartwright will get to choose her length. I can tell you she won't be going ditch-a-ditch.
Well, there's a couple of players that spring to mind when we talk about jack rolls, but they're dead right. It is a pivotal part of the game and sometimes an undersold part of the game. Getting that jack roll right in a critical moment like this, 4-all second set. Not trying to bash Sammy up here or anything about it, but it might just be the difference.
Somebody just caught Sammy's eye behind the rink. Just resetting her routine. That's a great correction from Sammy Atkinson. Gets a round of applause from the crowd. It's slowly building here at Club Tweed. Still another session on tonight, 6 p.m. So if you're around the area and you're just finishing off work and looking for something to do, come on down. Some big games on tonight. Just not round of 32, round of 16 games kick off as well. And Aaron Tees, he's also here tonight. I know he's got a lot of fans.
is still a nice little trail on offer here for Olivia. She's played pretty nice weight with the first two. Needing this to turn a little bit. I think she's just putting another one in amongst the ruck.
If she can get the jack back a foot or two, very handy. And seeing Jack McShane shake hands with Matty O'Brien's. I think Jack McShane's got up in straight sets over there.
All right. Sammy on her way. Looks pretty good. Love it to count and just get past.
It's got to count.
It was important that it counted because, you have to create some kind of consequence for Olivia playing this shot. She's had basically 2 real goes at trailing that jack. Give her 3 goes without any consequence, and she probably, starts to feel pretty confident about getting it. But now it's that little bit of, little man or little girl on the shoulder saying, you don't want to do a 2 here. She'll still be playing it pretty confident to try and land on the bowl or trail the jack.
Definitely confident.
Wow. She's more confident than I thought she was going to be.
Needs a hold around the front. It does, and it gets rid of the bowl that Sammy just put in, so it's back to just the 1. And 1 it is, so Sammy Atkinson takes the lead, 5-4 in the second set.
Yeah, I guess could have killed it too.
Yep.
Could have killed it and got a 3 or maybe even a 4 on the respot.
So we played 5 ends so far.
Yep. That's 5-4 Sammy's way.
It's also good for Sammy. She kind of, it's like got out of jail there. She rolled that kitty in the pit. Wasn't playing a preferred length, but still won the end, so now she can go back to that ditch length. And good start. I'll ask you a question, Matty, because we've got round of 16s starting this evening, and some players only played an hour or so ago, and they're coming back out. How do you prepare for such a quick turnaround? I know you've got a full day break between your next game, but how would you prepare for that type of game? You've got a 2-hour break. Do you go back to your hotel, just rest there, stay here, watch some bowls? What would you do?
Yeah, depending on the setup. I'm staying at my own home. During this particular event, but
fly up.
But yeah, if you're staying away and there's a longish break like that, then I'd probably tend to want to go back to the accommodation. Maybe put your feet up on the couch or something, but even just to get away from the venue as such, and the game, and think about sort of taking the break and then getting back on and switching back on. I think if you're sort of around the club, you're constantly talking about bowls and you're not really switching off.
Yep.
And then you can be a bit drained by the end of the day, you know. So Sam's played a couple of really nice bowls there, but he's one down. Needs this to stay on. Yeah, that's a nice little option up her sleeve.
Yeah, so you're saying kind of just relax, just...
Yeah. I mean, there's some events where you don't get that opportunity. So even I've often got the headphones in my bag or something, and just trying to chill out, get away, go find a quiet corner, do something else rather than, immersing yourself in bowls for a full 12 hours of the day or whatever it might be.
Yeah, that's my job.
Yeah. I mean, obviously love doing the commentary. It's a strange thing because I'm not a super good watcher of bowls, but if we're talking about it, that's interesting. I can definitely stay focused somewhat on the bowls and the game at hand. And as we're looking here, we're focusing in on our game, and Sammy's focusing in on how do I get this bowl out softly without making too much damage. She wants to she can see the gap. She knows if she gets the gap with the right weight, she'll land that bowl out and make a nice 3.
Just doesn't want to pump any up.
Not sure who she's got in her corner over there. Is that?
Yeah, she's speaking of.
It's got a coach a coach or a support person or something like that. I was having this discussion the other day about whether you needed to be an accredited coach to sit on the sideline and coach, and I think it depends on the conditions of play and in any particular event. Not sure about this one, if you need to be
Something to ask Andrew Howie or Troy Corber about?
Well, yeah, I could also just have a look at the conditions.
Yeah.
Well, she looks like she's on the forehand.
Do you want me to be your coach, Maddie?
Well, sometimes it's nice just to have somebody to talk to, and vent your frustrations about. But
Sammy Atkinson's just going to miss narrow. So with Cartwright, she will hold the 1 unless something goes awry.
Yeah, this is... Always think about Nathan Rice every time there's one of these ones. When you're holding shot, take the grass. So do not finish tight with this one. Just make sure you take your grass out there. If it turns and wants to turn some extra, you might get the bonus, but you don't want to be anywhere near that jack, really. And we've all done it. I'll just draw wide here. You pinch your line a little bit. Well,
it's pretty close.
Liv looks like she's on a very, very good line. Will she rock down?
And it was what you were saying, Matty, that wide line. If it does come back, it's good, and I don't think it has, but I don't think she wanted any narrower. She was pretty happy with it. So it's just going to be the 1, and once again, scores are level. 5 apiece after 6 ends. 3 ends to play.
A little bit of treading water the last couple of ends. It's just been tight, 1-1. Both players sort of... Well, I suppose Sammy was trying to really convert there, but I think both players pretty happy to concede a 1 or get a 1. I thought a little bit interesting to see Sam play her running shot on the forehand. I know we won't be able to go back and have a look at it now, but it's gone. But yeah, I thought if she wanted to get to the bowl in particular, I thought the backhand might have been the go, but She's got a better view than I do up here.
Great start from Liv Cartwright.
Yeah, that's a cracking start.
Front hopper.
Pretty fair reply from Sam. Bowl building up that head. Looks like a little option on the backhand as well.
Look at the weight of these 3 bowls.
Yeah, perfect.
Nice line.
Just thinking that's it's actually in a good little catching spot too if Sam thinks about playing the backhand and trying to sort of chip the jack, or, well, she's now replaced that and got one there herself.
She probably actually didn't want that fat. She probably would have preferred to miss and come to the back of the rink.
Yeah,
give more options behind.
Might just means, I know she hasn't played a heap of bowls down on the backhand side here, but it might just make her mind up about how she's going to attack, unless this, this definitely changes it.
Changes things.
Gee, you couldn't have asked for a better result there from Liv.
So Jack's only going one way now, and that's backwards.
It is fully loaded. All right. Well, still got 2 bowls left. You'll try and set up a little 2-bowl plan. You're only 1 down. I think if this was me, I'd be pretty much trying to get the deepest bowl. Looks like she's going to land that. She's going to have 3 seconds.
This is a gentle draw now to only pop it out a foot or 2.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough shot.
Yeah.
To try and get that jack to move, what, a foot and a half instead of 2.5 feet, especially when it's like looks like it's resting on it, just about. So Jack's going to want to move pretty quick.
There still might be an option on the backhand. If you get the slight edge on the right of the bowl, we'll have a look once Liv Cartwright's delivered hers. You could nearly dislodge it without touching the jack or minimal movement on the jack.
I think that's...
They sort of change things.
Going to definitely change things. Those last 2 bowls are absolutely perfect from Liv Cartwright. And yeah, I know Sam liked the idea of having 3 seconds, but she'd dearly love a bowl on the tee right now. Not to say she can't get both of these bowls clean.
Well, how I'm looking at it, she's 2 down at the moment anyway. Does she just go heavy, hope that she can get that toucher out clean as well?
If she absolutely middles the front one, she's a chance to get them both clean. And if she just clips the front one on the right-hand side of the bowl, she's a good chance to just chip both of them off.
It's a controlled weight. Just going to hang. So, no change. It's going to be 2 shots to Liv Cartwright. Let's have a quick look. Yep, 2 it is. So it's going to be 7-5 after 7 ends, 2 ends left, and Liv up by that same number. Sam Atkinson won the first set, so if Liv stays in front, then we'll go to a 3-end tiebreak.
Yeah, interesting weight that Sam tried to play there. Whether she was maybe just a little bit quicker than she wanted to be, if she was trying to sort of just nudge that jack like you said. But it sort of seemed like if she made any contact with that kind of speed, it was going to go too deep anyway and still be 2 down. Yeah, it was either, I think it was either the soft shot or the big shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, she might have just overplayed a little bit. And I can certainly do that. See a nice start from Olivia.
Feeling we're going to be going a bit overtime, seeing as roll up for a 6 p.m. session, supposed to start in 15 minutes, and we could be doing 5 more ends.
Yeah, great reply from Sam. Well, that'll be pretty close, I think. 1 down with the last. Liv just coming up a little short there. So another opportunity presents. Just do a little tidy up on this one. From Sam Atkinson. She got the run. Wants it to turn and just work down inside that bowl. Just coming up shy.
Sorry about the cameras, it's a bit jumpy. More people arriving. Does something to the signals.
There are a few more people sneaking in. As Liv got the run, she just needs to get to her bowl.
She needs to touch it.
Oh, she's going to drop it down. Oh, that's seriously unlucky.
It's a great effort from Liv Cartwright.
She hit it with an inch of weight instead of 2 inches of weight. Now, I think Sammy's starting to feel a bit like a sitting duck with this head, the way it's starting to shape up. She'd really love to just get to the back edge of her own shot bowl and drop it down. Or even work down inside it herself. Not sure this one's going to work all the way back, but if it gets in behind, it's a handy spot, definitely. Now, if you live Olivia Cartwright here, do you think about maybe trying to switch hands, get a little split on your own bowls? I mean, she's just played a near perfect shot on the forehand and still 1 down.
And the option's there, but it also could go wrong, could go 2 down, open it up for third.
You probably don't want to go too big trying to get both the bowls, having a 2-shot advantage at the moment. She might just opt to stay on the forehand and try and touch her own bowl standing up.
Does look like a bit of weight.
She's opting to play some weight.
Just going to hang wide. Sammy says, you can bring my bowl.
Yeah, Sam's going to stay well away from that. A good call, good judgment.
So 6-7 after 8 ends. So the scenarios, Sammy Atkinson just needs a 1. A draw will do it for the set since she won the first set. A 1, just win the end will do. Olivia Cartwright, she needs a win the end as well to send the game to a tie break.
Now I know we're very unlikely to see it because Sam's got the mat right back there, but some other people might have put the mat right up, tried to jam the jack in the ditch.
Jack in the pit.
Ooh, Sam's nearly thrown this one out of bounds. Oh no, it's still good.
It's gone off our cameras. I couldn't see. You got the prime view in there, Maddie. So I rely on your eye.
Well, the length was right, and that's all that matters with the jack, so long as it is in bounds. Yeah. She's done a lot of scoring at this length, so why not go back to it? Pretty handy opener. Foot off the ditch. Yeah, what a cracking shot this is from Liv. Hope she doesn't mind me calling her Liv.
I've been calling her Liv as well.
Yeah. Ah, she's a country girl. She won't care, will she?
I think she goes by Liv.
Sammy, a little chasey one there. Still finishes on the green, so definitely got some relevance back there. If you could walk down and put this bowl anywhere, where would you put it, Connor?
About where Sam's back bowl is.
Oh, would you? I'd put it right behind the jack.
Oh, well, there as well, but
she's trying to get it there. It's handy. It's handy. It counts. Wow, we're seeing some weight from Sam Atkinson. What's happening here? Can she get this onto the jack?
Oh, she
my
nearly
goodness.
Got Liv's other one as well, but she's knocked out one of her back ones, but doesn't matter. She's still got one more back one. It opens it up for her last bowl. Liv will probably looking just to replace. Drop one in front or behind.
Well, I love that aggression. I actually didn't see that coming, but
it's nothing to lose. It's a hard shot to draw.
Now, Liv's trying to replace that bowl.
She's pretty close to doing the exact same bowl.
She would have loved a touch on that.
Yeah, I think it's in the exact same bowl. So for Sammy,
well, yeah, Sam will probably try and
go it again.
Yeah, jam it in now, but obviously it's a little bit closer than the last effort, so there's more chance of it getting onto the jack.
Sammy Atkinson.
Ball's on its way.
It's close. She's
got
screaming for it, and she's got it. As it stayed in.
Yep, it stayed in the ditch. Sam Atkinson holding one. And Olivia Cartwright, to stay alive in this game, needs to draw within approximately 4 feet. 4.5, maybe 5 feet of the ditch. So the Jack's almost a foot inside the boundary peg. You can see it on your screen there, the marker on the ditch. Probably 8 inches inside that boundary peg. Pretty much, if Olivia can beat the tee with a foot, she'll be holding shot. She's going the international route too. She's going inside out, not outside in. Bowl is on its way. I think she needs it to run.
It's not going to. So I think that will hell has it.
This could be a measure. Yeah, they're going to get an umpire to measure this, I think. No, they're going to have a measure themselves. I think I was kind of with Sam started clapping, saying, "Oh, good shot, you've made it," and it just kind of stopped pretty quick. But
looks like we are going again. Are we?
Yep.
Yep, we are. So it's a coin toss. So Liv just got in there. So 3-end tiebreak to finish this riveting match. And we are going to be late for our final game of the day. So bear with us. If you're looking forward to watching Travis Moran versus Nick Cole, you just need to wait a little bit longer.
Build the suspense, mate. We'll build the suspense up.
Yeah.
But there's enough suspense in this game right now.
Liv must have just got there, I reckon. And Liv looks like she's taking a little break as well. Taking her time. Monday at Club Tweed at the Australian Indoor Championships. It's always a long day up in the common box. 6 games and very minimal break.
What have I done? 4.5?
Yeah.
4.5. And I played.
And you played, yeah. Yeah. Usually get lunch delivered to me, which I did. Coffee delivered to me. Yeah. And the worst part is once you finish, nothing's open for dinner.
Yeah. Not really keen on doing fast food on the way home. I'd be interested, there's a heap of history in this commentary box up here. Be interested to know when this was all built.
Ooh.
It's got a very 70s vibe to it, maybe 80s.
I will find out for you. I don't know if it'll be this stream, but I'll ask Wayne Turley. I reckon he will know. He's probably down in the office downstairs, but I'll try and catch him at some point and get the history of the facility in Combox before the end of this indoors. And if you do want to see where we're sitting and everything from home, we put up a video. You might have to scroll through our socials a lot, but Val and I put up a video last year, just doing a little tour. So if you can scroll through Bowls Australia's Facebook or Instagram, you'll be able to find that.
Yeah, I said earlier on in the day, glad I didn't bring the cat with me because we wouldn't have been swinging it around in here. It's pretty cramped. I think back to Jack High and the Super Challenge and all that sort of stuff that they used to run.
Yeah, I was talking about...
That was obviously in the 90s. But
no, I saw something. I remember talking to Andrew Howie about it in the first session, coming home from Pennant, and the bowls will be on the ABC at 5 p.m. So, I mean, it's just replays, but...
Used to be on Channel 9 after...
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wide World of Sports.
Oh, yeah.
The Jack High going after that. And back in the day with Glasson and Kirko and...
Yeah.
Rexy Johnson, Rowan Barassi, New Zealander, Karen Murphy, of course. Got some really good ratings out of that. Really prime time, on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Wide World of Sports. Right. So the last bowl of this end, we sort of wandered off on a bit of a tangent then, but it's been a long day. Here we go. Sammy trying to land on the bowl. Oh, she doesn't want to get, or does she want to get to that jack?
If she gets a jack fat, she's okay.
Yeah, she played it with soft enough weight, I think.
Did she move it too far to go too far? I think she might have moved it too far because the blue paddle has been held up by a marker. Yeah, so it's still 1 to Liv Cartwright. It was a great effort. So the start our tiebreak will be 1 shot to Liv Cartwright. 3 ends we play.
Ten, 7, 8, 6. There's really nothing separating these two. It's been a real sort of arm wrestle. Neither player, I don't think, I said earlier, would be feeling comfortable out there about being in control of the game. Which is probably going to come down to a little moment who meets the moment a little bit better. And Liv Cartwright meeting the moment pretty well there with a nice draw shot. Sam on a nice line. Just needs to run this out. I think she's pretty good.
Yeah, that's enough, isn't it?
Well, it's close. Probably.
It looks like it. You've got the...
Yeah, probably favouring Sam's bowl. Yep.
So I just look down now. So Nick Carl way behind the rink, and I know he's streaming next, but it worries me that I don't have to be moving fast to get the next stream up and running.
Yeah. Well, that's in a good position. Liv. Beautiful weight. Yeah, like that one back, I think.
Here's someone sitting below us. Just give us a recap of this match. Don't know if that's coming through the mics or not.
Sounds like he's giving everybody a recap of the match. It's pretty loud.
The first set, second set.
All right, Liv just gonna duck around. Yeah, another one in a good position. Starting to set up pretty nicely. Olivia Cartwright. This one just has to reach from Sam. It's imperative she gets at least to the jack. She doesn't want to crash on her own. Can she get around? Just sneak around. Oh, well. Drops over. It might even count. It's only one. Now. Sam Atkinson holding one. Liv Cartwright. Obviously second shot. And a couple of bowls in waiting. Does she defend or attack here? It's a sticky spot. 4 feet. I think 4 feet on the forehand through her own bowl. Well, she's going a bit more than 4 feet.
A little bit more than 4 feet.
Can she hold on
enough?
enough?
It is close.
That's a great shot. Oh, and just rests in on the jack. Corner. That is absolutely tripper-deal.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Replay.
So you'll see this bowl from Olivia Cartwright. Just able to hold on. Sit Sammy's bowl out and rest in front of the jack. Couldn't have played it more perfectly.
Yep.
Thanks to Tripperdill.
Tripperdill replay shot of the day. There's been some pretty good shots today, though. But context of the match, tie break, that is really meeting the moment. So what are we going to see from Sam with her last bowl? She now finds herself 2 down. She's going to need if nothing changes, she'll need a 3 to force an extra end in the tie break, or a 4 to win it. And there's a danger of it if she wants to play weight that she rips her own 2 bowls out, potentially does a 3, maybe even a 4. Yeah, it looks like if she gets her own 2 bowls, it'll be 4. I think she's got to back herself to do this on the forehand. It's a tough shot, but similar kind of weight that Olivia just played. Contact on the front bowl, get it over the shot bowl, and get the jack over there to her own 2 in waiting. Tough ask, but I don't think you need to put the game on your boot just yet. Looks like she's backhand. No, she's still not happy with it. It's good. It's a great move. If you can stop yourself and get off the mat, you gotta be sure you gotta be playing this with 100% conviction. And you just see her just making sure who's got 4th, who's got 5th. Okay, what will it be? It's like forehand big.
She's been pretty accurate with weighted shots. And she's close again. She gets rid of one. She gets rid of every Liv Cartwright bowl on the green apart from the closest.
Well,
but it's okay.
It's a great result, really.
Yeah. It'll be one shot to Liv Cartwright with one end to play in this tiebreak. So she is 2-0 in front. So a 2 needed from Sammy to send it to another extra end, or a 3 for the win. And Liv Cartwright, she just needs to win the end or keep it to a 1. Sam Atkinson, the vital last bowl as well.
Yeah, it's such a big difference. I mean, obviously, you'd like to get a little bit of connection on the shot bowl and see the jack sort of spit over to the side as well, but you just got to be feeling a little bit more confident about scoring a 2 or a 3 here than trying to make a 3 or a 4. Liv Cartwright's first bowl, well, it's kind of been the difference the last few ends. The second set and definitely in this tiebreak so far. First bowl, bang on. And she's looking after me with my OCD as well. She's got that split line straight down the middle.
Just noticed that. So it's just ticked over 6 p.m. So we're supposed to be streaming a final match for the day by now.
Well, see, Sam's played that shot there with her first bowl. Obviously working out that she's probably not going to draw 2 inside of that. So get down there. She's running well, so get down and get the tee. Liv, very professional, counting and behind. So Sam probably looking to play much the same as her first.
She wants to stay on, I think, would be vital.
Well, she's going to stay on because she's got this bowl. She's got it off clean and stayed. It's a great shot.
So it opens it up now, back to the draw for Sam Atkinson, unless Liv can cover it up again, which I'm sure she'll look to do.
It's a really impressive shot. Got that bowl far away enough as well that she's left herself plenty of room to be able to add or potentially remove one of these bowls of Liv's. She comes in and draws the shot again. But she can certainly land on that. Land it past and make a 2. She gets the best of both worlds now as well. If she can either land that bowl for 2 or play enough, she'll be playing enough weight that if she gets the jack, she's getting it right back to her backest bowl. Take advantage of the fact that you've set it up well with your first one. A couple of deep breaths from Sammy. Just a little bit high with this one. Wants it to keep running now. Okay.
She's got the 2 backers, so she just fired the jack for the final one.
Yeah, I think she might might have been able to be a little bit more forceful with that third bowl. Really get another one down with her first bowl. Or indeed land the bowl out and make the 2.
And Liv, what's her options?
There's a bit of cat and mouse, isn't it? I think you got to defend the 3. You don't want to lose the game from here.
So right at the back?
Yeah, I think you've got to get basically just under the number. I mean, you cop 2 down if you know that Sam's going to impact. You cop 2 down and another end. You'd hate to leave her the option of pinning the jack in the ditch for 3, and then she gets it. I'm not sure she's getting deep enough, is she?
She's trying to split the bowls, but she's just finished that metre or so behind where she's already got 2. So, but what it does do a little bit is stops the jack maybe from going straight down the line. Might bounce back up the green.
Yeah. So Sam's basically got to swing this bowl.
Yeah, the little swinger.
She can't really go flat out and take all the bend out of it. She's got to get it to swing, get the jack on a slight angle so she's following it in.
And if she does sit Livs instead, she wants it to stay.
That's right, yeah. So it's kind of just reaching the ditch weight, I think. Big weight on the forehand. She body language said she didn't like it.
So Liv Cartwright, she will pick up a 1, and with that she takes out the match, and she will advance to the round of 16 in a tight contest over Samantha Atkinson. We need a rush, so I'm going to do a quick dismount, but thank you very much, Matty Lucas. We'll be back in probably about 10 minutes' time for a match between Nick Carl and Travis Moran, the men's singles, the round of 16 knockout.
Very good, mate. Off we go.